Hi, I'm Daniel Metler from 2sxc Internet Solutions, and in this short video I'd like to show you why it's so great with Razor, since all the code is always very open, to just use that and modify it to create different views, very easily customized to your site. So what we have here is the last version that you saw, which was an RSS-Feed, and in this version we had a list that is retrieved from another server, and of course we have a little light box, and we can click on more and look at the details. So to continue with this, I just have an empty DNN installation, and I will first install the newest app, which you'll have linked in the blog. But of course, first we're going to have to quickly install 2sxc content. I figured I'd do this in the same short video just to make sure that anybody that just starts here can actually see it. So here we have 2sxc. We'll just quickly deploy that from the Forge and install it. For everybody that's new here, this is just the fastest way to install open source modules because they can be installed directly from inside DNN. So this is now the newest version, 636, and so I've just installed 2sxc content, which in terms of this video tutorial just provides a very powerful Razor host and some capabilities to store configuration. If you'd like to know more about it, just go ahead and discover it, read the other blogs. And today it's all about the Razor views and how easy they will be to customize to your needs. So this should take another few seconds, but we should then be able to go ahead and go to home. So now we have an empty page. I'm going to add a new module. I'm going to say I would like to add the app module, which contains pre-packaged configurations. Let's just auto-configure everything. This is what most people will be doing. And in the meantime, I'm going to download the app which we need, the one I prepared, which is this. In the 2sxc content, 2sxc.org, in the apps catalog, we have a section here with all these apps, and the RSS feed I just created in the newest version, and it has everything that I need. So I just downloaded this, and I'm back on my demo installation, and I will go to choose app and say get more apps. I could use these, of course, like galleries and things like that, but I would like to show you now this RSS feed app. So I'll say add another one, and I will choose the one I just downloaded, which is this one, and upload this. Okay, let's close it, and let's remember the last version looked like this, and I will now say that I would like to use the RSS app, which I just added, and you'll see this is more or less the view that we created previously. The great thing about this, of course, is that if we just look at the template, for example, you'll see it's very simple. This is it. Let me just scroll this nicely. This is more or less the entire template, which is a simple table with a loop and a link. That's it. And to again show you this on the file system, we're currently in my web matrix folder here. This is the file I just created when I installed the app. We have a few different files which I just created various views for, and since it's all open, and if you would get this app from somebody else, if people use Razor to pre-template the output, it's much easier to configure. So what I already did just in preparation for this is the trivial list where the more goes directly to the article. Then here's the next one, which says, well, this one has a dialog, and you'll see that if I click more, this will bring the light box, and again you'll see that if I go to edit template, then it's still a table, and it just has a few extra features. So it's very simple to customize since it's also open. I mean, that's the vision of open source, right? So what I've already prepared as well is another view which actually shows the image inside the list, and you'll notice now that something doesn't quite work with the picture. So, and in here as well, so apparently something is wrong. Now, what could it be? In reality, there's probably something wrong with the picture. It's either in the feed or not, but the great thing about all this open source stuff is, of course, I can go in and look at it, and I can fix it. If I had like an installed DNN module now, I'd be completely screwed. I'd have absolutely no chance of fixing this. So let's look into this app quickly. And let's start with the image on top. They have the same problem apparently. And let's compare it to the other one that worked. Here's the one with the dialogue, and this one had a picture that works. If we look at it closely, we will see that the picture here, here's the div dialog which pops up. And here it says, if there is a thumbnail, then create something with the thumbnail. So this is the part that apparently works. Let's just copy that. And now let's look at the other one with the image on top and see what went wrong here. So let's look at this template and we will see, here's an image with the source going to some kind of a thumbnail full size. Apparently something's wrong here with this thing here. So how about we just replace that for now until we figured out what's wrong, and add our bit of code again, which adds the picture. Now of course it'll probably be the wrong size. This one apparently forced the picture to be a specific size. So just for the heck of it and for the demonstration, I will again make this the same size. Now I'm expecting it to just work, but of course it doesn't. The name feed does not exist. Apparently I'm using a different variable for looping, which makes sense. So let's see. I'm calling it feed item in this loop. In the previous template it was called feed, so let's just fix this quickly. So, and you see I'm already customizing it directly on the live system. It doesn't need a recompile. Here on line 28 apparently it still has the term feed. Let's quickly look at that. Here if feed item thumbnail, here's another feed item for the alt. I'm doing this on the live system, and this isn't breaking anything at all. This is DNN doesn't have to restart, doesn't have to recompile. I'm not recreating my modules, nothing. It's all just so simple. And this is the example with the feeds. I'm going to quickly republish this app now, by the way, in a next version, which fixes these image issues so that when you install it, they should already work. This was just for the demonstration. Now, I would just like to point out that if I take anything else, let's say I would take this blue imp gallery, and let me just quickly go to my downloads. I think I have some great pictures in here. And let me just drag a few pictures over to just show you this great gallery. And let's say I drop this on here, I'm uploading the pictures, and I think this looks really great. But I then realize it's just something's not right for my presentation, because, you know, maybe these thumbnails are the wrong size. If I were using a standard module in DNN, I'd have a really hard time fixing the look and feel of this. And in this specific case, I can just go in and say, well, I just want to fix something. Let's say maybe I want a different image size or something. Then this is all open source, and you can look into the Razor templates and fix them any way you want to. And that's the magic of Razor, and that's the magic and a great thing if you standardize on such a technology, because when everybody uses it, things will be much, much easier to adapt and configure and to create really, really great, sexy looking content. Thank you very much for watching. This was Daniel Mettler from 2sxc Internet Solutions in Switzerland.